Hi, Coach. Andy Ryland here with another USA Football Chalk Talk. This week, we're really excited to have Coach Hal Mumme. He's here to talk to us about the quick screen game as what's becoming one of the most important parts of today's offenses. Coach, take it away.
Thanks, Andy. And one of the things we did, and June Jones hired me over at SMU last year to help them learn how to play fast. And air raid offense, we've always played fast.
It's really one of the hot topics right now. Offenses are trying to speed up and trying to get moving quicker on these defensive guys here.
Mike Leach and I started doing this in 1991 at Iowa Wesleyan College, and it's kind of just filtered out. It's been fun to watch it grow, and I had a lot of fun putting it in at SMU this year and combining some ideas between the run and shoot and the air raid. But one of the things that's a staple, like you were saying, is the quick screen game. And what we've got up here is just our basic balance set, 2 receivers to each side. We put the fullback in the pistol. You can put him anywhere. It doesn't really matter. And the hash mark, let's say we're on the left hash, and we've got kind of a split coverage 4-2 front. Now, what we do with this is, remember now we're playing really fast. We're getting up on the ball, and so we try to hold it to just like a one-hand signal.
Yep.
And they all know how to line up, and then we'll do something like this, and the quarterback knows, all right, check screen.
And that's a great point for our younger coaches, especially at that junior high freshman level. The more complicated you make it, if I can say what I need in one-hand signal, let's get running.
Oh yeah, get it going. So it's it's like one-hand signal for balanced or whatever you call doubles, and screen.
One-hand signal for the play, and you're off.
And then the quarterback now, he's up there. So now all he's going to do is direct the line. The great thing about the way we run this, and I've done it a lot of different ways through the years, Andy.
Yep.
But the best thing we found was you run the outside zone, which everybody likes to do that.
Of course.
And then just make that your quick screen blocking. And so the quarterback will come up, he'll get them on the line. Now a lot of times they don't get lined up like they should, but let's say in this case they were pretty disciplined. They got like this. So to the short side of the field over here, we've kind of got a bubble right here between the willy backer and the corner.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And we maybe got the end, maybe they're going to do some sort of little stunt right here. So what he's going to do is he's going to give our one-word call, which for us is just a boy's name with R or L in it.
Yep.
Okay? And we're going to quickly shift this fullback, and he's going to get behind the tackle and about 3.5 yards deep. Okay? So really tight. I mean, he's up there pretty close.
Now, is that one of the benefits of starting the pistol is now I can move him to either side real quick?
Correct. And again, that's just real fast.
Yep.
We line up, he's back here, quarterback turns around and goes, I'm going screen, screen, screen. And he calls it out to the line, he just shifts. He doesn't even tell him or anything, he just does it on his own.
Yep.
Okay. Now, the great thing about this, though, is you do this. Now, the defense, they might adjust, they might not. Let's say he just eases a little bit that way. All right, our line now, they've heard the L call, so they're doing, we just call this elephants on parade. It's all the big guys, they almost, like you and I, just turn our butts and just go, like we're elephants on parade. And we tell them it's basically the outside zone play. And then when we do the screen, if you're uncovered, okay, let's say this guy goes here, this guy goes here, so that puts the center being an uncovered guy, okay?
Yep.
So now what he's going to do is just work to the second level quicker. The key to this play is how fast the ball comes from the center to, let's say you're throwing to this guy's hands. Okay, so that should be less than 1.5. Okay, if you're in the high school level or junior high level, something like that, you probably can get that done. What we strive for is to do it in about 1.2.
1.2.
Yeah, so that's from the time the ball snapped till it hits his hands.
So is that where you've seen maybe a rise in recent years of guys throwing the ball even without the laces, just trying to get it out that quick?
Exactly.
Because we want our playmaker, the ball in his hands in 1.5 seconds, and let him do the work.
That's right. So what will happen, and we'll talk about that release in just a second, but what we'll do with these two guys, now we've designated him to be the screen guy, and that's usually predetermined by game plan. Sometimes we'll do it with H instead of X, but H now has got to block the most dangerous guy. He's got to get in front of him and get that block. So he's going to be the guy right here that blocks the corner. All these guys are coming this way. They're just trying to cut off people. The F becomes the ace in the hole. Okay, so he's going to take a really, really flat outside release, almost run at that X like this, and then just get up the field and read whatever you see. Whoever gets loose, if it's his end, him, doesn't make any difference. He's going to get the next guy.
So again, he's same principle as this guy. He's taking the first threat, taking care of him so we can have some room to attack.
So then the ball comes out here to X. He's going to catch it. Now, he doesn't come. A lot of people run this where they come back. We don't do that. We just want him to close his feet, actually step at the ball, one step, and then get straight up the field, and we tell him that the good Lord will show you where to go after that.
So he's got 2 blockers there. We'll say 3 ways to go.
Yeah, he's got 3 ways to go.
He's got to use his eyes, and that's why you put him there. He's one of your playmaker positions.
Make 5 yards. Usually you want to pick your guys on the team that are going to return punts or kickoffs or something of that nature, and that's who you want to throw it to. The only thing left to talk about really is we want this to happen fast. So if you'll think about the quarterback's mechanics like you would a shortstop and a second baseman turning a double play.
Yes, sir.
You know, where they have to handle the ball and throw it really fast.
Yep.
We don't care if he throws it sidearm. We don't care if he has the laces, but we want it out there right now. And so he has to work at that. If it's a right-handed passer, going to the left's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
Because he's going to catch it, and he can just turn his hips and kind of let it go. Going to the right, he's got to work at it a little bit. And what the good ones get so they can do is as they call the snap count, and the ball is snapped, and it's actually in the air between the snap and hitting his hands, they kind of turn their hips and their right foot.
And that's where it really gets in the baseball. You're looking like a double play. He's working around the ball so he can cut it off as it comes and go that way.
So if this was a left-handed passer, he'd have to do it this way, okay? If it was a right-handed passer, going that way. So you got to kind of work their throwing shoulder or their throwing hand a little more than you do the offhand is in terms of mechanics.
So a couple great points here that I pulled out was really the footwork to get around that ball and be able to release quick by the quarterback. The thing that I really like, especially at the youth level, is your guys in your backfield are probably most athletic. So instead of having leading with that big old tackle, if I can get this guy in the offset position, tight to the line of scrimmage, where now he can get there quickly, you probably have a better athlete out in space, which is going to give our high school guys a better chance to make a great open field block and get downfield.
Exactly.
Great stuff. Coach, we hope this helps give you some ideas on how to work the screen game. Make sure your quarterback's footwork is right, get your best players in space, and if you can challenge an H-back, fullback, running back to be your lead blocker, allow him to use his athleticism to do so. As always, we thank you for joining us. We thank Coach Mumme. Take care, Coach, and good luck.